Hello! Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's just me. Once again, I am talking on a microphone thingy and not using my camera. My camera actually works now, so I don't know why I keep doing this. I think it's because I'm used to it and because I don't have to bother, like, going in and editing video and worrying about me making stupid faces and, I don't know, and because it's dark in here and whatever. So I was scrolling through my Facebook news feed like a loser the other day, and one of my friends posted a quote from Mark Twain. It says, "Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference." End quote. Wait, I didn't start the quote. Okay. Start quote. Quote, "Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference." End quote. There we go. I did it appropriately. So I commented. My foolish comment said, "But is our goal to please the onlookers? So are we arguing just for the onlookers?" Now this is interesting, because sometimes I am actually arguing with somebody who I think is an idiot, not to produce, or not, who I think might be kind of foolish or lack understanding, and maybe they have closed their mind off completely to what I'm trying to say. In that case, I am actually arguing with them for the sake of the people around me. Now, the onlookers that can't tell the difference, maybe they're also foolish. Because if I'm using logic and reason and, like, trying to dissect things, and the other person is like, "No, you're stupid, it's this way, fuck you." Well, and they can't tell the difference between who's a fool and who's not a fool. Well, I don't even know what to say there. So if you're standing there listening to two people argue, and one of them is clearly using logic and reason, and the other one is clearly arguing from emotion, you can't tell the difference between that. Well, like I said, I don't know what to say. On the flippity-floopa side, if somebody is standing there listening and they can tell the difference, well then, perfect, beautiful. Maybe I am helping them understand an issue. You know, maybe I'm talking to this foolish person for the sake of those around me who can think. You know, so that they can hear what I say and be like, you know what, that makes sense. Oftentimes on Facebook, I'll get into a disagreement with somebody, and I'll be commenting not for the sake of that person, because often that person has written me off, and they've written off what I'm trying to say. But I'll keep engaging them for the sake of the people who are reading it, who are interested in the conversation. I've had plenty of times where I've read through an argument in an effort to discern, you know, who I thought had the better position. So I'm doing this for those kinds of people. Now, back to the, are we trying to actually please the onlookers? Or are we actually, is there a chance that we might actually end up getting through to somebody? For example, I used to argue for creation. I used to be a young Earth 6-day creationist, believing the world was 6,000 years old. You know, crazy. But I grew up in that atmosphere. And I have something that I want to say about Ken Ham, the Creation Museum, the president of Answers in Genesis. Because I grew up with, like, reading Ken Ham stuff. And I have something to say about him, too. And I'll put it in another video-typey thingy. But it took me a long time to eventually start to see the argument from the other side. So these people, engaging who they thought was a fool, me, kept doing it, and eventually planted seeds within my mind that would lead me down the direction that they were trying to point me in. They didn't see it happen right away. Like, to them, I was just blocking everything that they were saying off. I was just being obstinate and hard-headed and stubborn and just was refusing to see reason. But eventually, those things that they said actually impacted me. They made me think about things in a different way. So, Mr. Mark Twain, never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Are we trying to please the onlookers? You know, and again, those onlookers that can't tell the difference between reason and logic and foolish emotion, like, do I care if they think I'm a fool? You know, is anybody going to be able to convince them? And again, who knows? These things are not always straightforward. They're very much more tied up and twisted around and knotted and double knotted and all kinds of weird things, and it's very convoluted and interconnected, etc., with all kinds of different things. And I'm being very vague right now. I have a specific idea, but I'm having a hard time communicating it. So that is my signal to end this recording. So I hope everybody has a fangorious day, and hugs and kisses to all of your kittens and puppy dogs.